Hi, everybody. Very good evening to all of you. Thanks for joining here. You are into the free masterclass from a Coding Invaders, and I'm very much happy to see a good bunch of people are actively engaging with us already before I joined. Too many texts are already here. So I'm very much happy to see you guys, and I actually love the community of those people who are actually very much serious about their career. I will make sure that today's masterclass is going to become one of the most valuable and interesting masterclass for all of you. So before I start, guys, I just wanted to quickly check with all of you that if you guys can see me or hear me well. If yes, then please let me know in the comment section that yes, you can see me and hear me well. So that accordingly, I will just fix it and I'll start this particular masterclass. So Rakesh Rana is saying good evening, and Gladson, this is not live. No, this is live. Come on, guys, this is live. Tony Hedren is saying yes. Rakesh Rana, yes. Sanat Kumar Mishra, yes. Yes. So everybody is saying that they can see me or hear me well. Perfect. So without wasting any much time, guys, let's get started. I hope my voice is also clear. So what exactly we're gonna do? So here we're gonna exactly discuss that the journey of Shubhankit specifically, and you're gonna discuss a lot more about it. So how exactly our guest speaker, who is a successful data science analyst at Accenture, how he came from a non-IT background, and he started making six-figure salary in IT without even knowing how to code. Like, I mean, don't you think that will be interesting to know for somebody who is not from a coding background and is making six-figure salary? So that's the biggest challenge, I guess. A lot of you all must be thinking that how it is possible and how it is getting, you know, it is how it is doable that if somebody is not from a coding background, how it is possible. So we will be exactly discussing because we will be having a live examples, and I know you must be having a lot of questions. Okay, so we will be discussing because in this particular masterclass we're going to have a Q&A session as well. But yes, I do also have surprise for all of you. So yes, stay for one more minute because I'm going to give you that surprise as well. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Amir Akhtar, and I'm a career consultant. I have helped more than 200 plus people in finding an IT job as a data scientist, and I'm a content creator too. I have 5 years of experience in edtech, and have actually the reason why I'm telling you that I have had more than 200 plus people because I exactly know what kind of comfort zones you guys are in, or what sort of myths you have in your mind, what sort of confusion you have in your mind, or what sort of validations or approval you are seeking basically from any industrial expert. So I know the challenges that you guys have. Even I know the challenges what a student feels when they are at 24, and what exactly a person feels when they are already having 2 3 years of experience, what exactly the challenges you guys must be thinking in your mind when you are 30 plus. So there are a lot of different risk involved, and a lot of different myths and confusion, hesitation, challenges we have in our whole minds. We're going to discuss everything openly, and we will understand that yes, everybody can do it. Okay. Aniket Pandey is saying that it's recorded. No, it's not recorded, Aniket, and it is totally live. Okay, so if you want me to say anything or write in this particular webinar, I can say. You can write down in the comment section. All right, I can prove you guys. So it's not recorded. It's totally live. So guys, let's get started. So I just wanted to know from all of you that basically, like, can you just tell me that what exactly your age is and from which city you are? That will actually help me to understand the age demographics, so that accordingly I will be deriving the whole webinars as per your as per your age. I will be deriving the whole webinar so that it will make maximum sense. So I can see the people are coming from Dehradun, Bhubaneswar, 30 40. Okay, Dehradun, Jammu. Guys, mention your age also because that is very much important. I can see in the poll. So I can see in the poll that 69% of the people are in between 20 to 30. It means that people either into the final year or they're the working professional or just joined. Okay. I'm from Tamil Nadu. Okay. Mohanlal. So it's I can Mayank is also here from Dehradun. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I guess people all from the India is available. All right, perfect. That's really good. That's really good. So I got an idea, guys. So let's move on because now I've got an idea that you guys are the audience is quite mature. So now, why we are doing this particular masterclass? We're conducting this masterclass to support our data analytics course from Coding Invaders. What is the speciality about this course? It actually 100% you can say, or you can say like if you give, if I'll give you a more concrete answer, then it is 80% of practical business, which involve 15%, 1500 plus assignments and 10 real projects, which are actually approved by the employees who are working into big MNCs. 93% of the placement rate is there about this course. So this particular course is one of the best performing course of coding invaders. Now, the most important thing, this particular course promises a job guarantee as well before enrollment. Now, the surprise over here is one of you will win this particular premium data scientist course from Coding Invaders of 9 months, which promises job guarantee, that too for free. You can win it right in this particular webinar. What you need to do, the link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up and answer to all the question which has been asked on that particular link, and then tell me in the comment section that you are done, because just after 30 minutes after Q&A session is done with the guest speaker, I'm going to share my screen and I'll pick one random person and enroll him into a job guarantee batch of a data scientist from Coding Invaders, which promises job guarantee. So I'm making an announcement once again that I'm going to start one contest right in front of you, because you are giving your valuable time. So it's my responsibility to give you in return for sure. So in return, I'm giving you a free masterclass, plus also I'm giving you a guaranteed job agreement of a data scientist course, which will actually help you to learn everything from the scratch to an advanced level and get this thing sorted and start earning up to 10 to 25 lakh per annum. So without wasting any more time, guys, the link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up, and please let me know in the chat section that if you're done. You can comment down that Amir, it's done, and I will definitely start this masterclass. I'll give 1 or 2 minutes of time to everybody so that everybody gets chance to fill this particular thing, because this contest is going to end at 30 minutes only after Q&A session. Okay. So I can see Rajesh is saying from Tripura, Agartala. Great, Rajesh. Tony Hadrin is saying, what time, Mr. Abhinav? Okay, so Rakesh Rana is saying done. Suruchi is saying done. Gladson is saying form filled. Vinayak Reddy, I am 15 years. Kirti Verma, okay, done. Perfect. Let me see how many people have actually filled in so that I can push more people, because I just don't want that anybody should miss this particular opportunity, because generally people who come at the end actually wins the game. All right. So let me see. So how many people have registered? So I guess I can see around 36 people. The last person is Dave. Come on, guys. We are more than 150 people. Let's cross 150 and let's get it started. All right. So I'm just waiting for a few more done and confirmation for all of you. So I'm going to start the webinar in just 1 or 2 minutes. Don't worry, guys. I'm just waiting for others so that they can fill it up. They don't miss this particular chance, because they will say that they didn't got the link or something XYZ. So I just want that everybody should fill it. Okay. So perfect. So I can see the numbers are still increasing. Guys, hurry up, because I have to just start the webinar. So I can see the numbers are increasing and we are almost crossing 50. Perfect. Anybody else who is left? Tony Hardin is saying, I'm 14-year-old. Can I do it? For sure, you can do it. There is no age of learning, but you will not get a job guarantee agreement, because job guarantee agreement promises only if you are graduate. All right. I am 33-year-old. Pallavi Singh. Yes, congratulations. You are 33-year-old. Okay. Teja, I'm 12. Amit, Jikwan, done. Perfect. So almost everybody is done with the registration. 47 people have registered. How lazy you guys are. I mean, for 179 people are live and nobody is filling up the form. Come on, guys, just fill it up. Let's make this competition a tough, all right? Because you don't know. We have an amazing guest speaker and going to share an exclusive journey that how exactly he performed well from a non-IT background, all right? So if you want to win this game, all right, if you want to win it for free, it hardly takes 1 minute or hardly takes 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Use this link, fill up the form, and let's get started, all right? So I'll refresh my sheet once again and I'll see how many people have registered. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see how many people have registered basically. So I'm sharing my screen, guys. So this is my registration sheet, and I am just hiding the phone number so that nobody can take a screenshot. So 82 people have registered. Perfect. 85. Let's cross 100, guys. Let's cross 100, because I'm just waiting that let's cross 100. So Alok Kumar. Perfect. Perfect. So slowly, steadily, we are going to cross 100. I am expecting that everybody should cross at least 150. That's my main goal. So I'm continuously sending you the link in the chat section, guys. Fill it up, all right? Because now we have to just start I have 1 more minute left, guys. You guys have only 1 minute left because now I have to start. So I'm giving you 1 more minute, guys. Come on, hurry up. I hope everybody can see the screen as well.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
Let me refresh.
That may be beyond my abilities.
I guess now 92 people. Okay, guys. So no worries at all. So I will keep on sharing the link to all of you. All right, and keep on filling it. All right. Without wasting any much time, let's get started. So now to all the people who are asking about the price about the course for a job guarantee batch. So it was the course price of this particular job guarantee batch. It is 15,000 per month for 12 months. But now just because you're watching, we are giving you an exclusive 45% of discount directly, and that is 8,250 rupees per month for 12 months, and you will get 9 months data science course, and you will be in getting a guaranteed job. Why? Because we have having a lot of things, and that's why we promise a job guarantee. And how exactly it is possible, for that I'll explain you at the end of this particular webinar. All right, moving on. So what about the Coding Invaders? Coding Invaders is a platform which actually turns non-IT people to get into IT, and we have already 22,000 plus learners, 100 plus company train their employee with us. 30 to 400% salary hike is we have observed all the students who are actually completing the courses, and we have more than 90% of placement record. That's the best thing about the Coding Invaders. Now, I wanted to check one intention of you guys, that you have joined this particular masterclass. So I just wanted to know that why you have joined basically. So there are three options on your screen. If you're just here to listen without any goals, you can click on number one. If you're actually wanted to study the data science and looking for a course, you can click the number two. And if you're already studying and looking to expand your horizon or expertise, you can click the number of three. That will help me to understand your purpose and intention, so that accordingly I will organize the whole webinar so that it makes sense maximum to you. So I can see more than 68% people, like actually more than 70% people wanted to enter into IT and looking for the courses. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. And 17% people are actually in IT and looking to expand their horizon. Only 5% people are usually sitting here. So I'll make sure that every single segment of you will get a maximum value, because I'm going to discuss everything from scratch. So what exactly you're going to learn today in this particular masterclass? You're going to learn that why data science is so much in demand, number one. Number two, why data scientists do day to day in their work, like what exactly kind of a job they do. And number three, we're going to discuss that what exact skills is required to become a data scientist, and we're going to discuss to that person who is very much successful in Accenture. So you will get to see directly from an expert who is well experienced. All right. So a small reminder to all of you once again. I have started a contest 10 minutes back by saying that I will be announcing one person, or I will be whoever will fill the form which is there in the chat section. I will choose one random person and enroll him into a job guarantee batch of Coding Invaders, and without paying any fees, 9 months he or she will study and get guaranteed job. All right, moving on. Please welcome Mr. Shubhankit Sirvaya. Hi, Shubhankit.
Hey, I am.
We are very much happy to see you, and as I can see that the audience are quite very much excited, and they have already a bunch of questions ready to ask you, but I'll keep it on hold for a Q&A session. But I'm just passing on the mic to you so that you can just tell about yourself, because we are very excited to know that you are from a non-IT background, so we wanted to hear from you how exactly your journey was.
Yeah, so Amir, first of all, thank you for inviting me here, right? And I always like to talk to students, people who are in a similar stage that once I was, right? So it's quite relatable for me, and I hope it's relatable for them also, right? So, hey guys, my name is Shubhankit. I am currently working in Accenture as a data science analyst or a data scientist. It's the same thing. And I completed my graduation in a field of material science and metallurgy. And how much I was related to IT, I'll just say it in one line, that we were not even making presentations, right? So the only thing we were using computer was for gaming, right? There was no other application that we were using it for. But then, I wanted to, I got some, I would say mentorship. I got some little bit of knowledge about, okay, there's something called data science, and, there's some algorithm thing, and they use maths and all those hyping words. And then I started learning about it, and I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, I got it. So I guess somebody's on the door, right? You want to open the door?
No, I have a flatmate who will do that.
Yeah, no issues. So we got a pretty good understanding He is definitely. I feel that the same person. I can relate myself because we all are from the non-IT background, and yes, to all the people who are from IT background, still we will be getting a lot more value. So, just one thing wanted to know from your end. First question from my side is: was that actually easy or tough to have this transition?
It's not easy, right? See, the biggest problem that you face is of confidence, right? There's no there's no, I would say, lack of sources or the content, but the biggest thing you face is like you have a fear of coding, right? That's the biggest thing that I've seen in students, that and I've observed it myself, right? Because even if you are from non-IT, you know what coding is. You just know the word, okay, there's something called coding, and when you attend your first lecture, you will see like, okay, this is not something for me, right? And then like your goal is like to learn it properly and to do it in your daily job, right? So obviously that thing is not easy, and convincing yourself is the biggest challenge, right? And but once you do that, things becomes easy. And once you try to understand that, okay, how much coding is needed and like what kind of coding is needed, why coding is needed, right? Once you clear those things out, it becomes a little I won't say easy, but at least it becomes a directed approach. Okay, this is what I have to do, right?
Understood. Now, just because you're into this, now we just wanted to know, as because everywhere, whenever we see that everybody is discussing about this data scientist and data roles and everything. So, after transitioning from non-IT to a successful data science profession, what do we call basically your profession is written as data science analyst, and
Yeah.
we have got to know that too many professions like data analyst, data scientist, your data science
Yeah.
analyst. So,
Yeah.
what exactly
So
where we
I think this term is more specific to Accenture. In Accenture, they don't have a term for data, data scientist. So data science analyst is something similar to data scientist, right? That is the thing.
Okay. So we can
Yeah,
keep it
but
in that.
obviously the professions are different. If you talk about the standard profession of data analyst or data scientist, there's completely different scenario for both of them, right? I think we can cover that later. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, just
Yeah.
what exactly you like best about it? Can you just tell us that? What exactly you like most
Uh,
about the science role?
the best thing I think about data science is that what makes it different from the other field is that you can create a impact really quickly, right? That is the biggest motivation I have while working in data science, right? For example, I was a part of metallurgy and material science, so I would, like, if I go with my field, right, if I go with something that I've graduated in, I would be working in a steel plant, right? So if I plan something out, okay, I have to I have devised this method of making steel which will save money and something like that, right? So to see the implementation of it, I have to wait at least 50 years, right? Then after, I'll see actual implementation of that particular technology that I was invented in actual steel plant, right? But in data science, it's like if I have a laptop and if I have a stable internet connection, I can learn it and I can implement it really well, right? So that is the biggest thing for me. The other thing is the use of mathematics, right? So when we were in school, and it's not related to, I think, we all have studied maths till 10th, right? So we studied vectors, we studied matrices, a little bit of calculus, right? So but we never got to understand, okay, where these things are actually being used, right? So when you actually see, okay, I'm using metrics here, okay, I'm using vectors here, okay, I'm differentiating this algorithm, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is something motivated me a lot. Okay, these are some calculations that went for 2-3 pages, and we were never told, okay, what is actual use of it. Now I'm seeing the use of it, and not only like when I'm doing the coding part, also when I'm using the tool, right? For example, when I use YouTube, I see a recommendation videos, right? I know because I have studied recommendations, right? How are these generated? So I also try to collect, okay, I was watching this video, so it's suggesting me this video, right? This is coming from recommendation, okay, this is why this recommendation is coming on the top, right? So that when you see the whole holistic view, right, it quite interesting for someone who have studied mathematics properly. So that's my
Understood.
biggest motivation. Yeah.
Understood. So, somewhere down the line, like you are very much into this data thing, that something is coming in your screen, you know the purpose behind it because you are knowing that somewhere these activities are getting stored and it is being used as a proper business to bring you more relevant things so that you can
Yeah,
watch
I'll
or
just give
use
one
it
more
more.
example. It's a quite interesting example that I remember I was in Jaipur, right, when I was in college, and I was ordering something from Swiggy, right? It's a simple example.
Mhm.
I was ordering something from Swiggy, and there was some button on my screen, right? Which was some new feature of Swiggy to do something like just some button, right? And my sister was in Delhi and she was using Swiggy as well, right? So I told her, okay, there's a new option, use that and order something, right? So she said it's not there in my app, right? So I asked her, okay, to update that app, right? So, but it was not there in updated version as well, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what's happening here is that in Jaipur, in Swiggy's app, there are some features, and in Delhi, there are some features. The features are different, right? So why is that the case? When I was learning data science, I learned one thing called hypothesis testing, which was a mathematical concept, right? So they were basically testing it out. Okay, what change this particular tool will get them in revenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was a data science concept, right? So these are all small things that I think I've started noticing, and once you start noticing it, once you know the backend of it, as you said, it becomes quite interesting, right? Your complete view changes towards things.
Understood. So is it correct to say that it is the most popular and well-paid IT profession? I mean,
Exactly.
so like, how exactly you see the opportunities and how far you see the opportunities?
So, see, the things I said, the motivation thing and all, right? Those are specific to person, right? Okay, for me, it was mathematics. For someone else, it could be something else. For someone, it could be coding. Someone, it could be, the ease of doing it. But these things are constant, right? These are like the core benefits that I see on my screen. These are constant things that, constant advantage that anyone who's working in the field of data science would have. First of all, his salary is obviously one of the highest paying job, and the reason being that it's needed, right? Data is everywhere, and like you need people to handle that data, right? So that's the reason for it. The other one is that the new jobs created and also the current jobs, right? So currently the amount of data we have, we need people to handle that data, and we are bound to generate more data even faster, right? So we'll have more jobs in future also, right? And
Understood.
there are other benefits as well. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So is it normal to say, is it okay to say, Shubhankit, that nowadays getting 10 lakh package in a data domain is common? Is it correct statement to say?
Yeah, it's absolutely correct, right? I mean, yeah, it might sound, exaggerating to people who are not working in a data science field, but once you are working in a data science field, you will understand, okay, this is something that, is standard. Okay, if I met someone and he says, he or she says that he's a data scientist, I'll have assumption, okay, this much they are earning at least.
Understood. Understood. Now, another question that I just wanted to know from
Yeah.
from you, that what cool thing you observed basically. I'm sure that you must be aware about the non-IT cultures, non-IT work-life balance. Your friends must be having, and you might have compared yourself that what exactly. So, what exactly the benefits you generally observe in your life that when being a data scientist? What exactly excites you?
First of
What
all,
exactly?
First of all, see, when you see an algorithm working, right? So algorithm working is just like a human mind working. Now the complexity of algorithm will depend, but uh, first, like if I'll give a simple example, if most of coding that people do, like even in IT, who are not into part data science, is a plain logic, right? You're writing an if-else statement. If something happens, then this. If something not happens, then this, right? That is one part. If you're working in non-IT, then also your role is more towards managing people, or technically it's not that sound, right? And obviously with growing technology, those can be replaced, right? So that is first thing. The other thing is the amount of things that you need. For example, if you're working in a steel plant, right? I'm taking this example because if I would have not chosen data science, I would have been working in a steel plant. That if I would have working in a steel plant, then there's no such thing like work from home, right? I mean, it's not
Exactly.
possible at all, right? You have to go to a steel plant, you have to report there on time, you have to stay there, no matter how the environment is that, no matter how poisonous the environment or dangerous the environment is. That is, the biggest difference. The other thing is that currently most of the thing are related to data, right? So as I said in the first slide, right, that your view towards things changes, right? You started when you see pricing, right? When you see dynamic pricing, right? When you see pricing, like, okay, when you have more demand of caps, the price is rising, right? So for someone, it's just like, okay, the price is rising, but if you know the logic behind that, right, you can also hack that. Okay, I would do something and my price would go less, right? If you know the logic behind that. And also you can like, obviously your view changes, right? So that is the biggest difference. And yeah, pay, obviously it's completely different from the other jobs.
Understood, understood. So it is very much clear that if we are spending 8 hours in this data domain, we are well paid and we are quite ending our day at a satisfactory note that yes, whatever the efforts we are putting it, somehow it is getting recognized, appreciated, and well paid, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So, and one last most important thing, do you have a really nice work-life balance or it is a hectic?
See, I like data science profession, right? So, and I think work-life balance mostly depend on how well you like your job, right? So, if you are not good at your skill, you won't like your job, and you won't have any work-life balance. But
Mhm.
in data science, it's like, because if I've done my work right and I can schedule something, the algorithm, I can automate the algorithm, right? That will automatically update itself, right? So all those things are make your work more easy, right? Because work-life balance is hard, where you have to where you have a lot of dependencies, right? That okay, you have to stay at that counter for 12 hours, right? So there's obviously you can't leave that counter, right? So but in case of data science, I can I can write a code, or I can write a logic that okay, this thing
Mhm.
will run at 10. Let's say I have to run a particular algorithm at 2 a.m. in the night, right?
Mhm.
So I can write a logic, and that algorithm will run at 2 a.m. in the night, right? So I don't have to wake up for that.
Understood,
Things.
understood. I got it. I got it. Perfect. Now, I would just want you to take this forward. If you could make us understand that as we are discussing so much about the data, so how can you prove us with an example that why data is everywhere and why it has the maximum opportunities? We have several examples ready for you. You can take this forward.
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, obviously data is everywhere, right? And I don't think we need a bigger proof of that. But every application, if you're using a phone, you are generating data. And data is not something that you don't relate to data that much. See, every human is also a data point, right? And everything that we are doing, even if when I'm using this webinar, right? If I'm using this tool, if I'm hovering my mouse here and there, if I'm clicking somewhere, that is also generating a data, right? If I'm I'm using any energy appliance in my room, right? That is also generating a data, right? But to relate it more, I'll take a really good example. This is state level transformation, right? So Aadhaar and UPI, these two things are something that almost every Indians know. Okay, what is Aadhaar and what is UPI, right? And why these examples are here? Because what we think, okay, data and IT and all these things, or algorithms and startups, all these things are something that is happening in Bangalore. This has no relation with me, right? But it's not like that, right? We all are somewhere associated with data, and Aadhaar is the biggest example of it. It's just like one number, or one say 116-digit number, or one barcode that holds all of information, right? You're just carrying that Aadhaar with you, and you have all of your information, and government also has your all related information that you need. Similar is the case of UPI. So these all are the example of digitization, and obviously they contain data, right? So data is something like the resource, and on over that resource we are all doing all this digitization, right? Going to the next slide. This example of business transformation, that initially when you have to take a loan, you have to go to a loan officer, and you have to take an appointment, you have to discuss things, you have to tell him your situation, convince him, right? Many things you have to do. But now what happens if I have all the papers, if I have all the required documents, and let's say in the middle of a night, right, and it's 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. and I need a loan, right? I can just do an online loan approval process, and I can get the loan right in my account. Right? So this again example of simple business transformation, and now this is also backed by data, right? So because I am uploading my all data there, and whatever that information that loan approval officer was supposed to check, okay, what is my CIBIL score, how many current loans that I have, all of those are checked by the algorithm, and I can it can approve or disapprove my loan, right? Next thing, there's one more example of cash counters, right? So we have, like in India, we still, I think, most of the cash counters we have people, but in US there are many cash counters of Amazon, where stores of Amazon, where there's no person sitting, to bill your items, right? Just pick your items and you can leave the store, right? And it automatically get deducted from your account, right? So this is also example of algorithms, right? That how algorithms can replace human. And one thing is really important to discuss here, that can algorithms replace a complete human? No, that is not possible. But the logical things, when, for example, the billing process, right? You just have to pick an item, bill it, and the computer will sum it up. So that is a manual thing, right? That can be easily replaced by algorithm, and it doesn't take much technology to do that, right? So this is again example of business transformation. And like this is a really good example, guys. So here you will understand how the market is changing, right? So, and this is really important to understand specifically for people who are looking for a job change, right? So because there's a lot of buzz around market. Okay, AI is taking over everything. There would be no jobs left. People are being laid off because of jobs. So really, it's really important to understand what you are fighting here, right? So we have taken an example of a girl named Tara, and she wants to buy something, and she wants some money, right? And her money is in her bank account, right? So initially, what used to happen that Tara used to go to a bank and stand in a line of stand in a line or a queue, and then a cashier used to give her money from her account, right? That was the process, right? So you see a lot of things are involved. She has to take a leave, go to a bank, stand in line, and then finally she'll get the money. Now what's happening in the modern world is that if she wants money, so whatever purpose she wants money for, let's say she wants to go for shopping, right? So she can directly go to a shop, pay from UPI, and yeah, voila, the payment is done. So there's no person involved in between, right? So basically what happens, so what we understood in the first glimpse here is that Tara wanted to buy something. She wanted the money, and then she went to a bank, and a person gave her the money, and now she's paying her money from the UPI. So the first view, what you understood is that okay, the UPI service has been has replaced the person that was sitting at the cashier counter, but that is not the case, right? So it's not the person who is it's not the technology that has replaced the job of that person, right? The cash counter person, but it's the people who have built the UPI technology, right? So in the previous slide, if you'll see that there are some developer, analyst, and data scientists, and many people who are involved in heavy technical things. They have developed a system called UPI, and that system has replaced the job of a person who is working as a cash counter, right? So it's really important to understand, guys, because many people think that we have to compete with machines. No, we don't have to compete with machines. We have to compete with people who are building machines, right? And it's the best job as of now that you are building machines. That is the best job, right? Because you can build there's a lot of scope. You can build better machines, you can build better algorithms, and yeah, that's what people need as of now, right? Okay. So that is called tech basically, and this way tech is being added to every industry, right? So if you were before, when it was situation of just a cashier, it was finance industry. Now when technology is involved, we add a tech word to that finance industry. It's become fintech, right? Similarly, in case of agriculture, if a farmer was doing a simple farming, and now I have made an app, that app tells the farmer that okay, you need to add this much of pesticide or this much of insecticides, for best production. Now that's technology is being added to that agriculture field, right? So now it becomes agrotech, right? So that tech word is just being added, and to all industry, and it's now how it's advanced. Okay. So from this, guys, we can conclude two things. First of all, is data is taking over the world, right? So initially, when we said okay, data is everywhere, I think I have given a proof of that. And the second thing is that this change is inevitable, right? So sooner or later it will happen, right? If you're thinking that it will not happen in your field, then you are just not that much aware of your field and what the other changes that are going in outside your field, right? So it will happen, and digitization will continue. That it's happening right now, it will continue, right? So now you have two options. Once you have concluded this much, we have two options. The first option is that you can deny it, right? Okay, there's change going on, okay, but my job is safe. Why my job is safe? I don't know why you think that, but let's say you think that okay, your job is safe, right? And you are not going to upskill yourself, and yeah, you're living happily. And okay, you and also predict okay, for next 10 years my job is not going to change, right? So that is one option. But to be honest, and that might sound rude, but in 10 years or in 20 years, your job will get automated. 20 years is a huge time. I assume it will get automated in 5 years, and then sooner or later you'll have to start learning the skills, right, that are out there, right? And this is your first option. Second option, that you accept this changes. Okay, these skills are important, and this is how this is the in-demand skill for the job market, and I have to upskill myself. That is the second option. So these are the two options that you have, and these are the two options that I'm giving you right now. So now I'll need the answer in the chat, and Amir, if you can read out to me the answer, because I cannot see the chat. Yeah.
Yes,
So guys,
yes,
what
yes,
would you choose? The So first option is that go in denial. Don't assume that your job will get replaced and just stay what you are, but sooner or later you'll have to start. Or option two, that you accept that I have to start right now. Try to upskill yourself. That is option two.
So we're observing. So option number two, 93% of the people are saying that they will go for option number two for sure. So that's really nice to know that people are
Yeah.
more interested into. So they are now getting well aware that what exactly needs to be done, which is very good symbol, by the way. Got it, got it. We got a pretty much good understanding. I hope. Thank you so much, Shubhankit, for giving us so relevant examples so that we can relate with ourselves. So one thing
Yeah.
is very well proven that data is everywhere, and it is something which is not a bubble, but it is something which is a non-negotiable skill, and everybody needs to do this. The way whenever we give interview, everybody asks that, do you know Excel? Similarly, I guess there will be a time come where people will be very happy to know that if somebody who know how to do the analysis. Perfect. So, guys, small reminder to all of you: just because Shubhankit is with us, so we are giving away one premium data scientist course from Coding Invaders of 9 months, that too for free. So you can take this benefit, all right? Because just after Q&A session, after 20 minutes, I'm going to share my screen and make one person winner for this, and we'll be enrolling for a job guarantee batch. If you haven't participated, the link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up. Also share with your friends or on social media so that everybody gets a chance to do it, because we will make sure that everybody wins. But the winner is only one. All right. Now, just wanted to understand. So, if I just ask you that you are hired as a data analyst, data scientist in Accenture, so how exactly you are helping any businesses?
Yeah. So I think these images helps me a lot because these are from energy industry and I am working in energy industry, right? So it's basically that see, they have data, right? So, and it's not like these businesses are started right now. If I am working for a oil client, they were working in oil field for, let's say, 100 years or 50 years at least, right? We have included data science in their industry right now, right? So the business was already running. Now when this business already running, they have collected a lot of data, right? They have collected a lot of data in every field, right? For logistic field, ships field, wells field, oils field, right? Production, cost associated to that production. All of those data they have accumulated, right? And now what we are doing, we are optimizing that data for them. We are finding hidden trends from data, right? If I give a simple example, let's say there are 1,000 tools in that particular oil plant, and they were quite managing that tools. They were managing a quite inventory of those tools, right? But because there were 1,000 tools, so they were not able to recognize a trend or pattern in that. Okay, these are our main tools that are being used, and these are some tools that are being just kept in inventory, and they are here for like 20-30 years. Nobody have ever used them, right? So because like it would have been easier observation, but they had 1,000 tools, right? So it's not easy for them to observe that quickly, right? But if somebody is a data scientist, they can prepare a table of that, aggregate that table, sort that table, prepare a graph of that, and make the business person understand that thing, right? So this is like a simple example, right? It's a more data analytic example, right? How a data scientist or how anyone working in a data science field helps an organization to improve their business, right? I'll take a more common example. For example, Netflix. When you open Netflix, most people, when you open Netflix, we don't have anything in mind. Okay, I have to watch that. We just open Netflix now. Netflix said, okay, let's see something on Netflix. Okay, I'm having my dinner. Let's open Netflix and watch something, right? So now I have that trust on Netflix. Okay, it will recommend me something, right? Now, where is that recommendation coming from? That is coming from my behavior. That is coming from the data that I have given to Netflix. Okay, my name is Shubhankit. My age is this much, and I'm living in this. This is my country now. So when I tell them, okay, I'm living in North India, and so they know, okay, my primary language would be Hindi. Okay, now when I tell my age, so they'll relate to, okay, people of these age, they are watching mostly these type of things, right? So they'll suggest me those type of things, right? So these all are the simple example. Similarly, Flipkart would have an example. For example, offer thing, right? So let's say I wanted to buy iPhone, right? And I added iPhone to my cart, okay, but I didn't buy it. I found it a little expensive for me at that time. right? So when you know they'll have some offer on it, they'll observe, okay, this person has this particular product in its cart, right? So they'll give me a notification, ki, hey, your product that you had in cart is coming at this much discount, right? So you should buy it. Similarly for Uber, you will have example ki, I think you guys saw when Uber was giving pool offers, right? So right, you can share a cab with someone, right? So it was not giving anyone, right? So you'll observe, okay, whoever person you are sharing a cab with, they'll also have their destination on the same road, right? So that is also example of BI where it's trying to optimize the best cost and best route for your travel, right? So these are some examples like how do business use data science. And coming to the next slides.
So we've got a pretty much understanding that that's how businesses are involved, using this data scientist. Now we are, if you could make us more clear in terms of feature, that what exactly the difference between the data scientist and what sort of background they have, and what exactly the difference between data analysts, by focusing on all these terms like background, scope, data, skills, and tools, will be very
Okay.
helpful.
So I'll take a little more easy example. So just on a scale of, let's say you can take a long scale, and as you go forward in a scale, the mathematics part increases, and as you go back in the scale, the business part increases, right? So on that particular scale, when you are a data scientist, you are more towards mathematics part, and when you're data analyst, you are more towards business part, right? When you are data analyst, you are less working with you're not working with in deep details of algorithm, but your role would be more to showcase your insights or trends to clients, and make them in tools or less complex languages, right? Coding languages. But when you're a data scientist, you'll have to know in-depth knowledge of algorithm. You'll have to understand, okay, what is like how is a maths band algorithm running, right? That is not required in data analyst, right? But what I'm observing, Amir, these days, that these skills are quite merging, right? And when most of the companies, they don't look for specific designation, it's the students that they look for designation. Because for example, if I'm starting my learning journey and I have in mind, okay, I want a name of data scientist, tag of data scientist added to my name, right? That would be my motivation, right? So that is one thing. But yeah, as if I can go feature wise, background is a little different. Scope is involved in several underlying data procedures, and involvement limited to small data, exactly. And type of data is almost similar for both of them. And tools, yeah, tools. For data scientists, you will be using tools like TensorFlow and PySpark, which handles more of machine learning part. And for data analysts, you will be more using a huge chunk of SQL and Power BI, right? And Excel, right? These things. It's sometimes people think that, okay, being a data analyst is easier. No, it's not, because you whatever you're doing, it's being directly connected to business, right? Like you cannot give them a mathematical answer, you have to give them a business understanding answer. But when you're working with a data scientist, you are just result oriented. You fix your algorithm, get results, and move it on. So that's the biggest difference.
Understood. So we have this example already. Like if you will see,
Yeah.
guys, in the Flipkart itself, it is very well clearly mentioned in that what data scientist people will do while buying a curtain. You will notice that the frequent bought together. So some options are there. So data scientist people basically they will develop the such models like this, so
Yeah,
that we
this
can
is
have
coming from
maximum.
recommendation. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
coming from recommendation.
Yeah, exactly. And then if I'll go to data analyst part, so they offer a split payment options and all. So these are the basic services, and the data analyst had to calculate how much more actively user will start buying in the Flipkart
Yeah.
things. So
So the
these are
maths,
the basic.
basically the maths that were used in that previous recommendation one, that is more
Mm.
complex, right? So that is being done by data scientist. And
That's
the
what
one
the
that is,
PM.
yeah, exactly. And the one which is coming now, data analytics one, this is more of a logic based, right? And the calculation is not easy. It just is more of a logic based, right? And it has to be done quickly. That is being done by data analytics.
Now, this is very scary to know that logic and the maths and things. So, just wanted to reconfirm with you once again that is it actually possible to do, because we all feel that we need to be, some of us, we feel that we need to be very much good in mathematics or pro in mathematics or good in statistics. So, can you just
Yeah.
help us out? Like, if suppose if I'm a person with an average background in academics,
Hmm. Hmm.
can I still able to dream about this like data scientist or data analyst?
see the biggest example sitting in front of you. I was also an average person, right? Average student. I never got more than 80% in my school, right? So it's everyone can do that, right? So first of all, it's that. And the mathematics part, see, what I've observed, every one of us loved the logic of mathematics. What we hated was the long calculations, right? We didn't want to, we hated calculus questions that went for 2-3 pages. We hated that, and we still hate that because we don't see application of that. Here, it's not required. Why? Because the code is doing that for you. You just have to understand the logic. Okay, differentiation is doing this, and that thing I totally assume that okay, people will know that. Okay, and once you even if you don't know that, once you will understand it from someone who has understood it first, right? And you just understood the logic, you will be really fascinated and you won't fear anything, right? So first thing is that, and it will take time, right? So when you're starting out, obviously you don't need to have all these things, right? Many people I've seen working as a data scientist, they don't know all the coding languages. There's no one coding language and that does the work for them, right? So it's just like what your job demands, and you have enough time to learn those things.
Got it, got it, got it. So we got a pretty much understanding now. So it is correct to say that we anyone at least needs 9 months, 9 to 10 months to become a data scientist. Is it appropriate to say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
9 to 12 months should be enough.
Okay, okay. And at your time, how much time you were basically given? I know that you were passionate and you have given more time, but a normal person, how much time should he gives daily so that he can just understand that how much times you need to figure out every single day to become that.
I think if you really want to go into this field, and I'll take an average time of let's say 2.5 or 3 hours a day, right, which includes both theory and practical. That would be enough, and you can just take one day in a week off, and I think 6 or 7 months of this this particular timetable, following this particular timetable was 6 months, and then you can spend some time on job search. That would be enough, right? So similar thing happened with me. For me it was little different, right? I also had a job, so I was working along with it, right? So but I think I was not happy in that job that much, so that worked as a motivation for me to study for 4 or 5 hours. I think that resulted in a positive thing. But things can be different for other people. But on an average, you can say that okay, if you're giving 2.5 hours, 2 or 3 hours a day, you should be able to come to a good level of which can get you a job technically. You should be able to get that in 6 to 7 months at most.
Understood, understood. Got it, Harry, got it. Yeah. So exactly, guys, that's what I'm saying. That it is definitely possible, and with coding invaders, it is definitely going to be more possible because we have a hiring partners and employers already. Now, Ankit, just wanted to know one thing. If I have to finalize, can you just tell us finally that what exact tools I need to focus if I have to become data scientist? The only tools, at least.
Exactly. So these are the tools, right? I think you can see using screen, right? Python, SQL, mathematics. So I think here Python and SQL are core pillars, right? Like this is like the most important thing, and these are important for both data analysts and data scientists. Then maths and ML are something related more towards data scientists. If you have those skills, it will be good for you. But and you'll become even better, right? So. But these are some good to have skills. But Python and SQL is something that you should really be good in. And ML Ops is something that is new in trend. So it will be great for you to have that too.
Understood. Understood. Everything should be a practical base. That is very much important because that's how
Yeah.
we will be able to justify our words in the interview. All right.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So we got a pretty much understanding. And now, if I just wanted to mention one more thing, guys, that this can be the best suitable for you if you can at least speak and understand English because soft skill is definitely required. And if you're comfortable with the school maths, as we have understood from Shubhankit, and if you know a little bit of basics of Excel or Google Sheet, then definitely you are a good candidate to become a data scientist. If so, that's the I'm just telling you the basic thing which is at least required if you want to become a data scientist, and we will definitely polish you from a scratch to an advanced level. That's our job. All right. So Shubhankit, just can you guide us with this particular graph that if I'll become a data scientist, where I can exactly make my career in different segment?
definitely go for like just any other profession, right? So if you're a data scientist, you get promoted, you get to a team lead or a data science manager, or those kind of roles. It's just like your normal promotion in any other job, and accordingly your pay will also increase. And also you can specialize in one of the things. So computer vision is just like image recognition, right? That is computer vision. NLP is something like ChatGPT is basically a language model, right? So it's example of NLP, not exactly NLP, right? And ML engineer, something related to more of deploying machine learning models, right? So these are like, once you become a data scientist, you can specialize in one of these fields, right? That is the one path. Other path is remain a data scientist, work on all the things, and you can get promoted as well, right? You can get promoted in this field as well. It's basically quite a vast field, right? You can just pick one thing, and your organization would be implementing that. You can handle all that thing, right? So it's quite a vast thing, quite a lot of technologies involved.
Understood. Understood.
Yep.
So, guys, as we have already understood the point that it takes at least 9 to 10 months to become a data scientist. All right. So, as we all Indians are, we spend our precious time into an expensive graduation, and we didn't got anything because we were just studying something which was not relevant to the market, and that's why now we are more in pressure to only do something in a limited time so that we can get employed. So I guess that was not so good option, because right now the situation is a skill based hiring is going on. So we only need graduation. We only need to be a graduate to eligible for interview, and rest your skill should be sufficient enough to crack it. And that's why you only need 9 months course. Okay, so once you will learn exactly which has been approved by the MNC people who are already working in Microsoft or Google, once you will master that, then definitely you will be industrial ready, and you would be able to answer those questions which has been asked in the interview, and you would be able to justify your worth compared to the experienced one, and that's how you'll get a job. All right, so that's very much important. So you will get 80% practical based learning from coding in videos, 10 plus real projects, and the best part is one-on-one mentorship in the chat session, one-on-one video call as well, unlimited teamwork, group projects in the communities there, and 100% job guarantee is there. So how exactly we promise job guarantee? So I'm going to ask you one simple question to all of you. Let's suppose I helped you to master every single tool with a with the projects and real business case studies and everything. You practice a lot. Now you're very much comfortable. Now I'm asking you guys, and you have to let me know in the comment section. So you completed the course, you completed the project, you are prepared, and you are very much confident. Now, if I'll schedule 10 interview calls for you, so at least how many you can crack it? What exactly you think? In the worst case, at least we can crack one. But what do you think that if I'll schedule 10 calls for you, how many you can crack it in the worst case situation? If you guys can comment down. In which ways our main agenda is we will keep on scheduling calls for you till the time you crack it. But I'm just giving you the probability because you know that millions of vacancies are there, and we have 100 plus hiring partners. So we know exactly that what is the requirement of the marketers, and accordingly we keep on updating and changing it. And HRs discuss with us. They know that they want certain people who know this skill. So we accordingly schedule their calls so that the chances of getting selected is higher. So I can see people are commenting 7, 5, 5. So I mean, I love this confidence that people are very much into the 50 and 70% too. So why I asked you this question? The reason for asking this question is we are discussing the worst case situation. Now you haven't studied this. Still you are saying that you can crack 7, 5, 4 out of 10. What if, now you tell me, what if you will learn everything from scratch to advanced level, every single thing, and start behaving like a Shubhankit? How much you can crack it? Now, after learning how much you can crack it out of 10, you can tell me, because at this particular time, you're so much of confident after studying how much you can crack. Just let me see. So you will get the answer by yourself, guys, that yes, it is totally valid. Tejas is saying 10. I love this confidence. Bhumika is saying 9. Satyan is saying 2 out of 3. That's perfect. 10 out of 10, 7. That's nice. It's very simple. It's very simple. If you will upskill yourself, trust me, guys, I have seen students who have upskilled themselves, and they become so independent that they usually don't take much interest in career services. They start getting calls on the LinkedIn by themselves itself. So that's not a big deal because job is there. So hence, that's what I'm trying to prove why it is job guarantee. Because if you learn everything from scratch, there are millions of jobs there. We will keep on scheduling for you, and you will crack it definitely, and that's how you will get the job. All right. So if you will be cracking 5, 6, 7 like you are promising, trust me, after 9 months you're sitting with 5, 6 offer letter and deciding which one to choose. Now you will choose package, then you will choose which one is giving me work from home, then you will choose which one is close to my house. So these are the things going to come if you will be very much serious and start giving 1.5 hours on a daily basis. So yes, in a coding invaders, everything you will learn from scratch. And already to give you an idea that 59% of the students are from a non-IT background, 100% curriculum is based as per, a whole practical base is there. So you will be practicing everything. All right. And you will be having one-on-one mentorship, 80% practical things, 1500 plus assignments, 10 real case business case studies. LMS is there. So wherever you can go log in and study project-based learning, as I mentioned you. To all the people who's asking about the price of the course was 15,000. Just because we have Shubhankar with us in this particular session, so on this particular occasion, we are giving away 45% of the straight away discount to all of you, so that you can avail the whole benefit in just 8,250 rupees per month for 12 months, and you can get these courses. All right. So now a small reminder to all of you that we started a contest that one of you will get a chance to win this course for free. So if you haven't filled this particular contest, because now we are moving towards Q&A session, I'm going to pick up some question. All right. And then, we will be sharing the screen and announcing the winner. So if you haven't filled this particular form, the link is there in the chat section. You can fill it up. All right. Moving ahead. Now, Shubhanki just wanted to know that let's suppose we are from a different background. You are from methodology background. Some of us are from a CS background, commerce background. So how I should get to know the vacancies, how I should get to know that which vacancies is there, and how I start getting recommendations, if you could guide us.
See, if you are going alone, right, if you don't have any guidance and all, right, it will be really tough. But if, let's say that's the position, right? So in that particular scenario, you'll have to go towards these job sites. There are many listed there, and there are many others as well. The Glassdoor, LinkedIn is one thing that I recommend highly, right? Because it's just not you're applying for job; they can also see your whole profile, what you're. It's kind of a mixture of social media and job posting site. And then there is Naukri and many other sites like Naukri. And obviously, if you're enrolled in the course, right, you'll have a support from that, and I think that would be more easier for anyone.
Understood. Got it. So, Yanni, would you agree to the point that having our social media presence, like in the LinkedIn and the CV, the more structured and the well organized we would be, the chances of getting shortlisted will be higher, right?
Exactly.
So somehow people learn this from their seniors or the mentors, that how exactly we can make ourselves visible on the internet, so that maximum visibility means maximum chances of getting a call or DMs or a request, right?
Yeah, you can anyone see wherever you are applying, the HR can see your profile. They can see you talking about the technical stuff. Your credibility becomes more. That's the main goal, right?
Understood. Got a point. So guys, these are the things very much important, because organizations have started using ATS, because ATS is basically an applicant tracking system. So you don't, like, let's suppose in Accenture, thousands of applications must be going on. So there's no single person who's sitting and viewing the CV one by one. Let's suppose in their job description, they are looking for somebody who is good in Power BI. So they will put some sort of filters over there, where in any LinkedIn profile or any CV which contains Power BI, that automatically comes on the top, and then they see and then they shortlist if they want to. So you have to make your CV and LinkedIn ATS friendly, so that your chances should be. And that's what you can also learn from your seniors, and also we provide in the coding invaders as well, so that your time could be saved. Because one of the favorite line which I like from Shubhankit always says, as a student, we just need to focus on studying, and the rest we can clear. I know that you guys are capable enough to do it by yourself, but right now, if you're watching me, you're somewhere you are a student only, and you are trying to learn. So if you're enrolled in somewhere or trying to study, you just focus. Your focus should be only on studying only. Rest the organization will take care of. Right, Shubhankit?
Exactly.
So, these are the things which are definitely is important: practicing an interview and preparing the profiles and everything, and then hunting for a job. So we have hiring partners and alumni are working on it. Another reminder: if you want to win this particular course for free, the link is there in the chat section. Moving on. So Shubhankit, I will just shortlist some of the questions for you. Just a second.
I can see a bunch of question from Ashwarya. Does data science comes under computer science?
See, computer science, up to my knowledge, is basically coding and logic, right? Data science is more towards coding, logic, and business, right? So there is complete Venn diagram that we create, where one circle is of coding, one circle is of maths, and one circle is of business, right? And where all these three graphs intersect, that part is data science, right? So it's like coding is basically computer science, and coding is one part of data science. Right? So
Understood.
I would say coding comes under data science.
Understood.
Yeah.
Got it. Question from Amit Jinkwan. Hello, sir. I am from a non-tech background. I want to ask, being a zoology student who is currently pursuing masters now, what sort of problem I will be facing if I start learning this sort of course?
See, I think the biggest question you will be facing in an interview would be that why didn't you choose your career in zoology, right? And if you are in this seminar, then you'll have a strong reason for it that, okay, there would be something that you don't like in zoology, right? So present that well, right? That would be a biggest challenge. Apart from that, the skill wise, the expectation is same from anyone who is applying the job, right? So I hope you'll really be heavily skilled in all of those technical things, and they will give you this particular question of why didn't you choose a career in zoology. So you should have a good answer for it. When anyone asks me why didn't you choose a career in material science, I have a strong answer for it. That's completely logical and completely practical, right? So people agree to that I didn't want to work in a steel plant. Like, similar, you have to find a strong reason for that.
Understood. Another question from Gurnur is, should we go for analyst position or scientist position?
I think in starting we should go for analyst position, right? Reason being that most companies that openly ask for a data scientist, they have a little expectation of at least experience, not a PhD, but at least experience. Okay, have you worked in field of data science before? So if you're starting out, it will be easier for you to start with analyst position, right? And then once you're into industry, obviously you can advance and switch among companies, and all those things can be possible. But to start, I think analyst would be a good choice.
Understood. Got it. Thank you. Gladson is asking the same question. Maybe okay, I'll ask it. You can give a short answer. Although Shubhankit has given in the webinar itself, isn't it ChatGPT AI taking over data science job opportunities?
Again, see, it's not the ChatGPT who's taking a job. It's people who build ChatGPT, right? And it's not just ChatGPT. There are many other tools like ChatGPT, right? And that is first thing. The other thing is that ChatGPT cannot connect your numbers to value. Right? That thing is still, it cannot make decisions, right? It's being not programmed to make decisions, right? It's programmed to give you information, right? I always see that, okay, it's a better way to Google things, right? You don't have to go to multiple sites. You get the best result out there. Use it for that, but it won't take jobs of people who are working in data science, because we are also making decisions which it cannot make. Sometimes you have to go against number and make a decision, right? That thing it cannot make.
Understood.
Yeah.
The last but not least, question from Vijay Kumar. I am from mechanical background. Can I survive in data scientist course?
Yeah, exactly. Your course will see. First of all, your course will start from scratch, right? So you'll get all the skills from scratch, so you won't face any trouble. And in the job as well, once you enter into a job, you'll have all the skills, right? Because you've completed the course, right? So you'll be confident in that. And one thing that I've observed, that when you make this kind of a deliberate change, right? Okay, nobody's asking you to go into data science. You're doing this on your own, right? This is your choice to go into field of data science. So you'll have a different level of confidence, right? So that thing is, that thing gives you a lot of confidence while you're working. It helps me, and I don't see why it will not with you.
Understood. Thank you so much. And the last question from Rahul is, hi Shubhankit, have you directly landed as a data scientist or made a career switch?
I was initially got a campus placement, but it was not related to data science that much, right? I wanted to go into a field of data science, so I aligned myself to data science roles, and then I went, to proper learning all these skills, and then I went to a data scientist position. Right? So I didn't directly went to data scientist, yeah, I have seen people who have done it, like, but they have mostly started with startups, right? That you can do, I guess.
Understood. Okay, thank you so much. And to all those people who are from different background, CA background, commerce background, pharmaceutical background, MA, BA, sales, teacher, whatever the background. And if you're asking that, can I switch? Yes, you can switch and you can learn everything from scratch. I know everybody is worried about coding. So let me ask one question to Shubhankit. You will get a clarity. So in the entire whole data profession, how much percent you would give to the coding?
I would say 30 to 40%, right? That much would be coding, and see, and that 30% is something that is required, right? This is like you have to do, but my suggestion to you would be, to every student here would be, that don't run away from it, right? Try to spend some time in it. Even once you get the job, right? Try to, if you find, okay, okay, I'm weak in this particular thing, right? Try to learn it. It will help you in long run, right? So 30 to
Understood.
40%, but yeah, keep learning that,
So
keep
Shubhankit,
improving
the
over that.
30 to 40% which you are saying, I'm sure that there must be particular formula or particular things that we have to keep on repeating. There's nothing something which is we are developing, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Right. So there are libraries in coding that you use mostly in data science.
yes,
Right.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
and you have expertise in that, right? And those are constant libraries. People use it. The same function, you have to remember that, right? And
Mhm.
but yeah, again, like, if you know a better function, and that will come by upskilling, right? If you can
Yeah,
do that thing really, easier or quicker than others, then it will benefit you as well.
understood. So to stay in this market and keep on getting the maximum good opportunities or good income, so you yourself also right now upskill yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I have to do that
Understood.
because again, I'm a data scientist, so I've seen things getting built, right?
Hmm.
So obviously you have that thing in the back of your mind. Okay, I am building this algorithm that can replace the person's job. So somebody would be building an algorithm that can replace my job, right? So
Exactly.
I can keep myself upskilling, and that's I guess once you keep that doing that, you'll have a different level of confidence in your daily job.
Understood. Understood. Thank you so much, Shubham. It was really, really nice talking to you,
Yeah.
and we have got pretty much good understanding. And thank you for this detailed Q&A. I hope everybody has got this answer. I know you're running out of the time. If you have anything last message to all these beautiful people who are actually looking for validations from you and approval from you and hesitating to take this career switch or getting scared or maybe like settled in their comfort zone, what exactly the message would you like to give to them?
I think there are two things I would like to say. First of all, I think you already said that, Amir, that as a student, it's not our job to, waste time on searching course. Just spend the time to search a course. Right? I've seen people spend 6 months to find the right course, and if they have taken any course, that would have completed in 5 months. Right. So first of all, don't spend waste your time in finding the right right course or something like that. And the other thing would be, even when you get the job, keep upskilling yourself. This is not a field like a government job, right? That once you have cleared an exam and now everything would be same or smooth, or you will given training and all, right? You have to keep upskilling yourself every day, right?
Understood.
And I've seen in this particular field, this field favors those person who keeps upskilling yourself, right? There would be some tasks coming up in your daily meetings, in your daily jobs. People will be asking, hey, hey, do have somebody idea about this particular thing? And if you are the person who is raising your hand, okay, I know about this, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
you get advantage, both monetary and you know like you'll get respect, right? So that would be the keep upskilling yourself, and don't waste your time in jumping from here to there, right? Just find one place where you're comfortable with the instructor and all those syllabus and all, and just start learning.
Understood.
And do
Thank
connect with me on LinkedIn for more. Just stay
Yeah.
connected, yeah.
So, guys, I'm also sharing the LinkedIn link of Shubhankit. If you want to connect with him, you can definitely. If you want to bombard with a lot of message, you can. But he will be free. He will be definitely reaching out to you and replying you, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Shubhankit. I would love to see you again in the next webinar.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you, everyone.
All right, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this particular session. But I have one question, and I guess question is from Neha basically. The question is from her that I am 30 but never had a job, although I have been a home tutor for last 1 year. If I enroll in this course and complete it, would be offered a job, and what are the chances? So let me give you a very detailed and
clear answer. So, see, we are providing this data science course. So, how exactly, first of all, we make these courses, and how exactly we are confident that it will give you a job? So, what we do? So, first of all, we reach out to those hiring partners. We go to the industry and see that what company is facing problem in this particular profession. Let's suppose if company is facing a problem in data science position, what problem they are facing. So they will say that they need Python, they need Power BI people, they need SQL people, they need somebody who is good at Excel sheet, Power BI, Tableau, XYZ. So we will note down these things and we will make a course on it, and then we will get it approved by them who are industrial expert already, and they know that these are the only skills these Google, Microsoft people need. So, and we keep on changing our modules and the courses and get validated with those big giant company employers who are well experienced, more than 10 years, who actually knows the need of the market. They approves, and then you study everything from scratch. Once you study everything from scratch, we have a career department team which has their own target. They have their own target. Their responsibility is to schedule more than 10-20 calls for every single student who is completing the batch. So that's their job. So they keep in touch with these hiring partners, and hiring partners are also having these targets that they also reach out to us that, do you know somebody who's good at this, do you know somebody who's good at this? So we refer our candidates to them, that these are the candidates, these are the projects they have done. So they then schedule it. It's very simple and logical process. So once you study everything from scratch to advanced level with the help of industry expert who is already well established, then definitely you are industrial relevant. Number one. Number two, when you are industrial relevant, the number two is, here comes a part which is career part, career development part. It needs a lot of support. It needs a lot of network. Now the question is, you're not from an IT background, so you don't have network. That's why we offer a network. We are in touch with the hiring partners. So we share them the CV. As per their need, we keep on scheduling interviews. If one company is not in need, we will schedule another interview with another company. And we will keep on doing it for you till the time you get placed. And as you said, as you can see in the chat section, people were very much confident. Even if they didn't did the courses, they were saying that out of 10, they can at least crack 2 or at least 1, right? And our agenda is to keep on scheduling for you till the time you get placed. So if you will study everything from scratch to advanced level very properly, then definitely you would be cracking more, right? It's very, so the chances actually depends upon your interview, how you are performing. And to perform best, we practice multiple mock interviews after because the game doesn't get over after completing the course or doing project. The game actually starts after completing the course. That is the mock interviews, practice, interacting with the guest speakers, and having this practice, and then you will nail this thing. All right. So chances are in our hand, to be very honest. Resources we can definitely provide. And if we are assuring, then you can definitely get it for sure, because we have proven result as well. Moving on, so all the people who just wanted to know about these courses, so it is one personal mentorship involved, career packages are there, fast track job search, 100% job guarantee, 2 live sessions, group webinars, everything is there. Now it's time to announce the winner. But I have one more question from Rabia Begum. Hello sir, I'm Rabia Begum. I'm from a BSc. Want to switch to IT background. Now I am confused to choose course should I have to take. If you are confused, still you're not able to decide. So my first answer is you can definitely switch. Number 2 answer is, I'm giving you the link in the chat section. Fill it up. Get a free counseling call. Talk to the academic counselor. Eat their head. Tell about your background. Ask about the scope. Ask about the alumni. See the story of alumni. See what sort of document academic counselors are giving you. Read the agreement, job guarantee agreement, read the clause, how it is possible, why we are very much confident, is it making sense, verify everything, talk to alumni, and then take a decision. It's very simple. If you're not satisfied at any single point of time, don't do it. So if you're confused, go talk to them, understand, see everything, verify by your side. As simple as, rather than relying on somebody else. Very logical, right? So let's do it. So guys, now I have to announce the winner. I know you guys are waiting for it for so long. And I have highly appreciate all these quality people, because the people who are not serious left the webinar. Now you guys are serious, so you stayed here. You are the one who is going to make a successful career in data science, because you are the one who is serious. It is evening. You could have enjoyed. You could have slept somewhere. Maybe you could have gone to the party, but you are attending this masterclass, means you are very much serious about it. So I highly appreciate that, and I have a respect for all of you. So without wasting any much time, because I am going to share my screen, and I'm going to choose one random person and enroll him into a job guarantee badge, and you can be the one. If you haven't registered yet, I'm giving you last 2 minutes. The link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up, okay, and tell me in the comment section, Amir, we are ready. I will share my screen right now, and I'll choose one random person. All right. So I'm waiting for all of you to comment in the chat section that yes, you are done with this registration. Now please announce the winner. All right. So I'll give you the last 1 or 2 minutes. So I'm waiting now. Let me see how many people have registered. Approx 190 people have registered. I'm sharing my screen. So let's cross 200. Tejas is saying, I have a last question. I am from BC. I have a chance to do it. Yes, you can do it. No, everybody from different background can do it. Not a big deal. You don't need to be a computer science engineer or a coding expert to become a data scientist. Anybody can do it. Even the guest speaker was not from a coding background. So why to worry? So I can see that last person is Sanskar Khare. Let's cross 200, guys, and I'll share the sheet. I'll share the winner. All right. So let's cross 200, guys. I'm just waiting 5 more. Let's cross 200 and let's get it. So don't try to write again and again if you have already done it. So I guess 5 more registrations is required, and then we are done. So I'm just refreshing the sheet once again. So guys, I use this particular website. What this website is all about, this website, I used to choose a random person. Let's suppose I have 300 people who have participated. Let's suppose 300, and I have to choose one person. So one person is there, and out of 300, I have to choose. So this is an example I'm showing you. I will do like this, and it will give me a random number, and that random person, I will choose it as a winner. If I'll do, let's suppose 786, out of we have to choose one. So I can do one more again, and I'll get 672. Now, just to give you a test, guys, if you want me to test some random numbers, you can comment down your number, at what number I should try, and I can show you that every time the numbers are not coming same. Right? Because some of people think that no, we are playing something behind it. No, it's not like that. So you guys can give your number if you want me to try. I'll put it over there, and we can choose a number, and that's how I will do the same thing. So I can see the number people are still registering. So meanwhile, you can give me your number, some of the number, 2 digits number, 3 digits number. I can try it for you because I can see the people are still filling up. So Saili is saying 786. I did 786 already. Anybody else? Anybody else? Pratik Surani is saying 450. Okay, 450 and 256. So let's suppose if I keep 450, every time number will be different. 450, you will see it is different. 277. What was the other number? 108 and 53. Okay. 108. Okay. So, okay. So every time we are getting different number, right, guys? It is correct. 53. Perfect. Now let's move to the main page, and without wasting any much time, we have 201 people who have registered. Okay, so let's log this number 201. Time up. I will add 201 over here. Now, guys, I'm going to click and let's see who's the winner. Let's go. And number 107 is the winner of our contest, and that particular person is going to win this premium course of data analyst from Coding Invaders, that too for free. For 9 months, you're going to study for the industry expert who are well established directors actually in the Googles and the Microsoft, and they're going to study with us, and that is totally free, and you will be getting a job guarantee agreement too. And if he will do it successfully, then he will be getting placed. So whoever this person will be start getting a dream offer letter from a big companies. He will be ending up at 5-6 offer letters and will be choosing. Let's use that lucky guy who's going to get enrolled in a job guarantee batch of Coding Invaders, that too for free. So let's see who is that particular person. 107. So 107, the name is Kush Ojha. Congratulations, Kush Ojha 2014@gmail.com. You are the actual winner of this particular contest, and you won this particular premium data analytics course, that too for free from Coding Invaders. So Kush, if you are watching me right now, please comment in the chat section that if you are here, so that everybody can congratulate you, because you are the actual winner of this particular contest. And within 30 minutes you are going to get a call from a Coding Invaders Academy counselor to check your eligibility criteria, and then they will be sending you the curriculum details. So Kush Ojha is here. Hi Kush, we are very much happy and we are very much excited to have you over in Coding Invaders. So all of you guys, if you want to talk to Kush Ojha, you can talk to Kush directly. You can take his Instagram, whatever, if you want to verify. Kush Ojha is not our person, because I know everybody have a lot of doubt. So Kush is exactly sharing his contact number as well. So guys, whoever, if you wanted to talk to Kush Ojha, you can definitely talk. So Kush, if you have entered the right numbers in the Excel sheet, if you have entered the right numbers, you will getting a call. If you will not get a call today, you will get tomorrow morning. But yes, to all the people who want to talk to the Kush Ojha, definitely you can talk. Kush is available. I'm very much happy and congratulating you once again. I hope that you are eligible enough and you can definitely get into this job guarantee batch. And happy to see you. And to all the people who are still interested in knowing and wanted to join the job guarantee batch with Kush Ojha, then you can still join, because the course price has dropped to 45%. And the course price is 8,250 rupees per month for 12 months. So you can be still into the job guarantee batch. And that particular heavy discount is only valid for 24 hours. And to get this free counseling call about this job guarantee batch, link is there in the chat section. Go fill it up without wasting any much time. If you feel that 8,250 rupees is expensive for you, we have EMI programs for you. So whatever suits at your pocket, choose that. There's no interest involved. We will pay the interest for you, and you have to only pay the tuition fees for a job guarantee budget. And I'm giving you one more hack, how to make the course price zero if you want to earn money also, and if you want to get discount also. So you can refer your friend. You will get 5,000 rupees cash back, and your other friend will get 5,000 rupees discount on the course. If you refer 10 people, you will earn 50,000 rupees, and your friends each will get 5,000 rupees. You won't believe, 7 months back, there was a guy who referred actually more than 20 people. He made the course price zero, and his friends got 5,000 rupees discount. So the more you share, the more wise you will become, because it's a knowledgeable thing. So let's win it together. Help your friends to grow. And I'm attaching a secret link of referral. Keep it with you. The more you will refer, the more you will earn. As simple as that. And it's a strategic way to make the course price zero. All right. And to all the people who are asking about the certificate, if you are interested in getting certificate from Coding Invaders about this particular masterclass, you can take a screenshot of this particular slide. I'm attaching 2 different links of Facebook and Google on the chat section. I would request you heartily to, if you like this particular session, please fill this review. If you will fill this, take a screenshot and mail it to info@codinginvaders.com. If you will mail it in 1 to 3 days, you will be getting a certificate from Coding Invaders about this masterclass. All right. I'm repeating once again. If you want this particular certificate, then I am attaching the Facebook and Google link. Please drop your honest review and mail it to info@codinginvaders.com. To avoid any misspelling, take a screenshot of this particular screen, follow the steps, and then mail it the screenshot, and you will get a certificate in 1 to 3 days. I hope you enjoyed this particular webinar. I hope the winner, Kush Ojha, is actually happy to see this. So I hope everybody will get a chance to win one day. And to all the people who are still interested in Job Guarantee Batch, I have given you the link. You can register, get a free counseling call, and the offer is valid for 24 hours. And I'll keep on coming back again and again. I will bring the more interesting webinar to all of you. Meanwhile, have a very good evening. See you in the next webinar.